We do have high risk of so we do have a high risk of severe weather today. That does include a 30% chance of long track, large, violent tornadoes. We do. Let me move my TikTok camera. So I am going to be live on YouTube and TikTok, doing coverage of these storms. And again, here's a high risk of severe weather, mainly centralized over central Oklahoma into southern Kansas. That does include Oklahoma City, Norman, Edmond, and Midwest City, Oklahoma, and Moore, Oklahoma. And again, it's driven by the 30% chance of long track tornadoes. Like you said, bro, thank you, man. We do have an enhanced risk of severe weather tomorrow. That is going to be over Ohio, Indiana, mainly driven by a tornado threat of 10% hatched. And we have a large enhanced risk of severe weather, mainly for most of the central United States, going up to the lower Ohio Valley as well. Let's go on over to our radar Omega. Now, we do not have an active tornado warning. And that tornado warning is going to be for... Give me 1 second here. That tornado warning is going to be for Pawnee and Stafford counties in Kansas. Radar indicated rotation, 2-inch hail. Let's go ahead and switch over to the velocity scan here. Again, so here's where we got that area of rotation that is prompted as tornado warning. And it's going to be tracking the north-northeast as well. 2 inches in diameter hail. This storm is going to be tracking north-northeast at... Let me find it here. At 35 miles an hour. We're going to put a storm track on that for you guys here. So here's your timestamps. It's going to be in Ray in 17 minutes, Radium in 23 minutes, Pawnee Rock in 24 minutes, and Dundee in 34 minutes. That is your 30-minute outlook for this tornadic thunderstorm. And again, they're going to be tracking north-northeast. Going to open up my dual pane here. Let's go ahead and switch on over to our analyst here. Again, here's our area of circulation. They prompted tornado warning. It's going to be moving northeast. How does Sulphur look? As of right now, Sulphur looks into being clear. But again, we got these supercells that's popping up along this dry line here. It's going to be moving their way towards the Wichita area, Medford, even supercells could be popping up down towards the Oklahoma City metro area as well. Right now, we only have one tornado warning, and this tornado warning is in Pawnee and Stafford counties in Kansas. We got severe thunderstorm warnings we got 3 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings in Barton, Jewell, Smith, and another one in Smith County in Kansas. And we have several severe thunderstorm warnings. We got a severe thunderstorm warning over in Tennessee for Jackson, Putnam, and Smith counties. And then we got another one for DeKalb, Smith, and Wilson counties down in Tennessee as well. I was going to go on to Radar Omega here. We're going to go to that storm real quick. That's for the severe thunderstorm warning down in Tennessee. Again, these are not going to be tornadic thunderstorms. These are going to be for the isolated hail threat with it. And possibly for a quick spin-up tornado as well. Down in towards Memphis, we got a special weather statement. Most of these are going to be for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and inch hail. Let's go on back to our tornadic thunderstorm over here. It has a tornado warning. Again, here's that area of circulation that's prompted a tornado warning. It's checking north-northeast at 35 miles an hour. It's making a beeline for the Radium community area. It's going to go south of Pawnee Rock. So I'll say the areas should be concerned with this tornadic thunderstorm will be in that general area, extending all the way in towards Ellenwood as well. So right now we got one tornado warning. Once again, it's going to be for Pawnee and Stafford counties in Kansas. It's not a confirmed tornado, but there is a rotation with it as well that is going to be that's concerning enough to the National Weather Service to prompt a tornado warning. How's Northwest Iowa? I was going to go on back to day one. Northwest Iowa. Northwest Iowa, it's especially this Silver Falls area. Y'all can see a gusty thunderstorm or two within the next 24 hours. Again, the biggest threat for the tornadoes and stuff is going to be down into the Central Plains in Oklahoma and Kansas. But cannot rule out a possibility for a quick spin-out tornado, especially more southy going to Iowa, southwest of Iowa, towards Omaha, even towards Des Moines and Norfolk. You'll be talking about a isolated risk for a quick spin-out tornado. The thunderstorms ain't going to be as intense in the Iowa area as they will be in the Central Plains. But the greatest concern today is going to be down in towards tomorrow for Iowa. Iowa is going to be declared generalized thunderstorms. You got a marginal risk of severe weather on Wednesday for the Iowa area. So this thunderstorm is quite rampant now. We do have an inflow notch here. It's starting to develop a hook echo with this thunderstorm. And then rotation is prominent here as well. See if I can make that look better. It's flipped on TikTok. I don't know why. TikTok looks funny. So we still have that one tornado warning, and that's the one we're currently covering. It's for Pawnee and Stafford counties and Kansas. We're getting more severe thunderstorm warnings issue. We're going to take a look at those. We have a tornado possible tag on a thunderstorm near Sharon, Oklahoma. Again, it has some rotation with it as well. Again, not too concerned this thunderstorm is just getting developed, but it's going to a primed area of rotation of instability as well. The rotation for this tornado warning storm is still there. It's not looking as intense as it was before. The storm may be in the cyclone phase, but it's still strong enough to prompt a tornado warning. You got a tornado possible tag on the storm to the north of it, which again is not looking too promising for a tornado as well, which is a good thing, especially for the Great Bend area and Leonard area. If you are in Leonard, Kansas, you are in the clear. The strongest part of the storm and the tornadic part of the storm is now outside of that general vicinity. So if you're in Leonard, you are in the clear. If you're in Seward, Kansas, and Radium, Kansas, I will be in your safe spots right now, especially towards Pawnee Rock. Again, excuse me. Outside of the, where am I trying to find it? Outside of the freaking tornado threat, we got large hail falling from this thunderstorm as well. So I will be in your, at least indoors, if you're in Pawnee Rock. I don't see the tornado, the rotation being a threat for you guys. I'm in Pawnee Rock, but I may be wrong on that as well. But if you're in Radium, Pawnee Rock, and Dundee, I'll be in the safe spots. They issued a new severe thunderstorm warning and has a tornado possible tag, and that's with our Pawnee Rock storm here. I'm switch back over to GR over here. The tornado warning has expired. No, it didn't, excuse me. Again, the rotation is not as prominent and it's not as strong, but it is still there as well. How's it going, TikTok? If I don't mind, go ahead and like. How does Arkansas look for later on? So for Arkansas, if you're in northwestern Arkansas, you are going to be in the line of these thunderstorms. But concern for Arkansas will be just general thunderstorms and maybe a couple gusty storms as well. The biggest threat for Arkansas is going to be on the day 3 outlook. Excuse me. And on the day 3 outlook, it's going to be enhanced risk of severe weather, including all hazards, including tornadoes, very large hail, and damaging winds with it as well. So the biggest day for Arkansas is going to be on Wednesday. But for later on tonight, you may see a gusty thunderstorm or two. And same thing with tomorrow, you may see a gusty thunderstorm or two. Not really seeing a big threat for severe weather in Arkansas. The big focus for the day is going to be in Oklahoma and southern Kansas. Omaha, Nebraska. Y'all are along that borderline. I think y'all could probably see a gusty thunderstorm tonight. I really don't expect any big severe weather things be happening out there in Nebraska tonight. I mainly that's no problem, Haley. Thank you for again. If y'all have any questions about weather in a certain area, do not be afraid to ask. So, again, we're live on YouTube as well. We're live on YouTube and TikTok right now, covering these thunderstorms right now, as there is a 30% chance of tornadoes. A tornado outbreak is imminent. So for Omaha, Nebraska, let's get back on that. No, Omaha, Nebraska, you'll be looking at maybe a gusty thunderstorm, maybe some heavy rain, small hail. Tornado threat again is going to be more to the south and the southern plains as well. Welcome to the stream, Tyler. And my concern for OKC still, Oklahoma City is in the heart of the outbreak. So in Oklahoma City, tornadoes are likely. Again, we're going to be looking at for the Oklahoma City and more metro area tonight, as there is a high risk and 30% chance of tornadoes today. Nothing really firing up, really. So there's a tornado warning storm that's going to be up in Kansas. Nothing really firing up down to the south in Oklahoma yet. We do have storm chasers on the ground with it as well. We got Vince Wellesley out there. These storms are just now getting developed in Oklahoma. They're expected to mature and they're entering a favorable environment for tornadoes. So for Oklahoma City, let's go ahead and load up the HRRR model here. And I'm going to switch my scene here. So it's starting to wind down. No, it's not. It's just getting started, Tyler. As of right now, over Oklahoma City, you're looking at about 3,000 joules per kilogram worth of instability. So y'all going to have the instability. Let's go ahead and look at the reflectivity here, future radar. So for the Oklahoma City area, I'm looking about 9 p.m. tonight is when the strongest thunderstorms going to be moving through. Let me go ahead and go back a single scan here. So about 11 o'clock tonight, it's going to be more of a line segment of cluster of thunderstorms with the possibility of tornadoes. And then up here, excuse me, in Omaha, Nebraska. Again, might have a gusty thunderstorm move through, maybe some heavy rain and hail. Tornado threat is not as prominent out there in Nebraska as it is anywhere else. And again, same thing for northwestern Iowa. I'm looking for maybe a gusty thunderstorm or two as the storm pushes off to the east. And it will start a severe weather threat tomorrow for the Ohio Valley. So let's go look at the NAM 3-kilometer model. Let's look a little further out. As these storms are going to be going through the Ohio Valley, It's going to be more of isolated. The big time thunderstorms are going to be if I'm not mistaken, by Wednesday might be a moderate risk day as well. They have a PDS tornado watch right now. Yes, I did see that. This PDS tornado watch goes all the way from central Oklahoma, going all the way up through most of Kansas, and even towards Omaha, Nebraska as well. So again, for Omaha, Nebraska, we're going to have strong thunderstorms move through, but the tornado threat is not as imminent as they are towards the south in the plains. I'm going to switch on back to the radar here. So this tornado warning thunderstorm, the rotation is right over Radium right now, making its way north and east. What about Ohio? Ohio today, maybe a pop-up thunderstorm, maybe pop-up thunder shower. Tomorrow for Ohio, there is a 10% hash risk for tornadoes. So scattered thunderstorms and spin-up tornadoes are likely tomorrow for central Ohio. And going to Wednesday, another tornado outbreak is expected, going from all the way from, we got an enhanced risk of severe weather going from central Texas going all the way up to southern Ohio. So we got today, and then we got 3 days of imminent severe weather outbreak. If I'm not mistaken, I think we'd have a day 4 outlook as well. So a day 4 outlook, we got a 15% in central Texas, again another 15% and on the East Coast as well. We still have that one tornado warning for Pawnee and Stafford counties and Kansas. We do that should be allowed to expire at 2130Z. Again, here's that area rotation over Radium right now. Again, it's making its way north and east. Right now, it's looking pretty good. There is not a debris ball on radar yet. What's the point of being in a tornado watch in Nebraska if there won't get one? So the tornado watch is saying severe weather is imminent and that the conditions are favorable for severe weather, including tornadoes. But I do not see the tornado threat being as... So I wasn't saying that there wasn't going to be... So let me rephrase that. I wasn't saying there wasn't going to be a tornado in Nebraska. But the conditions ain't as favorable as they are down south in the plains. Tornadoes are definitely still possible in Kansas, or not Kansas, but in Nebraska. They are still possible. A spin-up tornado might be imminent as well. The National Weather Service highlighted that in a tornado watch as saying the conditions are there for tornado development. But again, they're not as strong as they are down south. But they go ahead and put out that tornado watch. Just in advance. So, yes, in Nebraska, there is a chance of tornadoes. But, again, they're not as intense as they are down to the south. But tornadoes are definitely still possible in Nebraska as well. I'm in Arkansas City in Kansas. I got to find that on here, actually. I don't even know where I say it. Arkansas City, Kansas. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at Arkansas City, Kansas. So Arkansas City, you are in the... Let me go on Radar Mega. I have the demographics up. So in Arkansas City, you are in that high risk of severe weather. So if you're in Arkansas City or anywhere from if you're in a moderate to a high risk of severe weather, or if you're in any risk of severe weather, be on your A game today. Be weather aware. Again, these storms are just now firing up. That rotation is starting to tighten up now over Radium. It's moving north to the east of Radium. And again, that's seen a debris ball signature, which is good. I hope it stays that way. But that rotation is still there. A possible tornado is possible. Damn is right.